Your soulmate almost said goodbye, but their heart brought them back to you. Divine blessings to you, beautiful soul. The angels are gathering around you right now, filling your space with a warm, golden light of peace and protection. Welcome to the channel Angel's message for you. I need you to stop everything you are doing and listen very closely, because the message coming through today is not just a general guidance. It is a specific, urgent revelation about a situation that has kept you awake at night. You have to stay with me until the very end of this message because the heavens are about to reveal a secret about your person. The one you thought was gone forever. That changes absolutely everything. If you leave now, you might miss the one sign you have been praying for. Beloved soul, let's talk about the truth. We know that they were leaving. In their mind, they were walking away. They had packed up their emotions. They had made up their mind. And they were ready to close the heavy door on everything you two once shared. The memories, that deep connection, the love that once felt like it could survive anything. They were prepared to leave it all behind in the dust. Felt final, didn't it? Felt like the end of the road. But I am here to tell you that something extraordinary, something miraculous, has happened in the quiet, unseen spaces of the universe. Their heart has led them back to you. Please understand, this is not a message of false hope. This isn't just wishful thinking or your imagination playing tricks on you. The spiritual realm has revealed a profound truth that defies all logic. The person who was ready to walk away forever has had a massive change of heart. A transformation so deep and so radical that even the angels paused to take notice. You have been feeling it, haven't you? Be honest with yourself. You have felt that subtle shift in the energy around you, like the air getting charged before a summer storm. There have been those moments when you suddenly think of them for no apparent reason. Maybe while you're driving or washing dishes or just walking down the street, and a wave of their energy washes over you. You might have had dreams where they appear more vivid than ever, looking at you with eyes full of apology and love. These are not coincidences. The angels have confirmed it. The celestial beings who watch over your journey have witnessed their inner struggle. They have seen the exact moment their heart stopped running and turned back toward you. They were right at the edge. They were standing on a cliff, ready to step into a life without you. They told themselves they would be fine. They told themselves it was better this way. But something stronger than their logical mind intervened. It was the wisdom of their soul. Their soul knows what their mind tried to deny. Their soul knows that you are connected in ways that go far beyond ordinary understanding. The bond between you cannot be cut by distance. It cannot be broken by time, and it certainly cannot be severed by their own stubborn resistance. But you must listen carefully now. This return isn't happening by chance or luck. The universe has totally orchestrated this reunion because there is still a massive purpose in your connection. There is still growth, healing, and joy meant to blossom between you two. You might be wondering, why did they almost leave? Why were they ready to give up on us? The heavenly messengers have revealed that fear had clouded their vision like a thick fog. It was never that they didn't love you. It was fear. Fear of vulnerability. Fear of not being enough for you. Fear of the sheer intensity of what they feel when they are around you. Scared them. And now, that fear is dissolving like mist in the morning sun. The spiritual forces have been working tirelessly, day and night, to help them see the truth. That running from you was actually running from themselves. If you can feel the truth of these words resonating within your chest, know that the angels want you to understand that their return to you isn't just emotional. It is a spiritual awakening. Their soul has recognized yours across the cosmic distance. And now they are being guided back to where they truly belong. But this is just the beginning of the revelation the heavens have shared. Now, let me tell you what is truly happening within their heart and why this return was inevitable. The shift began in the quiet moments when they were alone. In the hustle of the day, they could distract themselves. But when the distractions faded away, late at night, your essence would fill their thoughts. You were not just a fleeting memory. You were a presence so vivid they could almost reach out and touch you. They tried to resist. They really did. They attempted to convince themselves that leaving was the smart decision. That distance would heal whatever wounds had formed between you. But the universe had other plans. Signs began to appear in their life, popping up everywhere they looked. Reminders of you emerged in the most unexpected places. Perhaps they heard a song on the radio that transported them back to a specific moment you shared in the car. Or they encountered a stranger in a coffee shop whose smile reminded them of yours. Or they dreamed of you with such clarity that they woke up reaching for you on the other side of the bed, only to find it empty. These weren't random occurrences. The divine realm was orchestrating these gentle nudges, guiding them back to the truth their heart already knew. What you need to understand is that they didn't just miss you. It wasn't mere loneliness driving their return. Something profound shifted in their spiritual understanding. They have begun to recognize that the connection between you transcends ordinary relationships. This isn't just a crush or a fling. The angels revealed that your souls made a sacred agreement before you even entered this life. You promised to find each other. You promised to help each other grow. You promised to love each other through the challenges and the celebrations. And though they temporarily forgot this promise, their soul remembers now. That is why leaving forever became impossible. It was like trying to swim against a massive tidal wave. The more distance they tried to create, the stronger the spiritual magnetism pulling them back to you became. And here is what few people understand. Sometimes, people need to reach the very edge of losing someone to recognize their true value. They needed to experience what life would look like in black and white without your color. They needed to feel the cold to appreciate your warmth. They needed to experience that void to understand how essential you are to their journey. The celestial guides have shown that during this separation, they have been undergoing a profound transformation. Old patterns that once created barriers between you are crumbling down. The person returning to you is not the exact same one who left. They are arriving with new awareness, greater emotional maturity, and a deeper capacity to love. They have done some growing up while they were away. But I must also be honest with you. Their return doesn't mean the path forward will be without challenges. The angels want you to prepare your heart not just for a reunion, but for a renewal. This isn't about picking up exactly where you left off, repeating the same old cycles. It is about creating something even more beautiful than what came before. The divine timing of this return is no accident. You have also been changing, growing, healing. You have been preparing, perhaps without even realizing it, for this very moment. And before we go deeper into what the heavens have revealed about your connection, remember this: their heart bringing them back to you is evidence of a love stronger than ego. It is more powerful than fear, and it is more enduring than temporary separation. There is more to this divine reunion than meets the eye. The angels have shown me something remarkable about the spiritual nature of your connection. While they were physically distant, your souls remained intertwined. Imagine energetic cords, glowing and golden, that bind you together. These cannot be severed by human decisions alone. In the realm where angels dwell, they could see these golden threads of connection still pulsing with light, still vibrating with the unique frequency of your bond. Even when their mind was convinced they should leave, these threads were gently pulling them back to you, like a lifeline. What makes this return so powerful is that it wasn't forced or manipulated. You didn't beg them to come back. It came from the deepest recognition within their own soul. The person who is returning to you isn't doing so out of obligation or desperation. They are coming back because they have awakened to a truth they can no longer deny. The celestial beings who guide your journey have been working behind the scenes, removing obstacles, healing wounds, and lighting up the path back to you. They have been whispering to their heart during the quiet hours of the night, reminding them of what truly matters. And what truly matters is this rare and precious connection you share. Do you know how uncommon it is to find someone whose soul recognizes yours? Someone whose presence feels like coming home? Someone who challenges you to grow while accepting who you are. The angels want you to understand the rarity of what you have been blessed with. That is why they couldn't truly leave. That is why, despite their intentions to walk away forever, they found themselves drawn back into your orbit. The gravitational pull of your souls is simply too powerful to resist. Now, I must tell you about the visions the angels have shared with me. They have shown me images of reunion. I see tears of joy. I see conversations that heal old wounds, the kind of talks you always wanted to have but never could. They have revealed moments of tenderness that await you. Moments when you will look into their eyes and see the recognition there, the knowledge that returning to you was the only possible choice. But the angels also showed me something else. They revealed how this journey of separation and return has been necessary for both of you. Sometimes souls need space to recognize their true desires. Sometimes the threat of permanent loss is exactly what wakes us up to our deepest truths. The person coming back to you now understands something they didn't before. They understand that loving you isn't just about feelings or compatibility or shared experiences. It is about a soul recognition that transcends all of these things. They thought they were leaving forever, but their heart knew better. Their heart, guided by angels and influenced by your unwavering soul connection, has led them back to where they belong. And where they belong is with you. The heavens' confirmation of this reunion isn't just a nice sentiment. It is a cosmic endorsement of what your souls have always known. That you are meant to walk this path together, to face life's challenges side by side, to celebrate its joys as one. And now, let me reveal how this spiritual reconnection is transforming both of your lives. The angels have shown me the profound transformation happening not just within them, but within the very fabric of your connection. What appeared to be an ending was actually a necessary pause. Think of it as a sacred interval, a timeout that allowed for deeper soul work to take place. During this time when they thought they were leaving forever, something miraculous was happening beneath the surface. The divine forces were rearranging energies, healing past wounds, and preparing both of you for a reunion that would be stronger than your first connection. This isn't just about them coming back. It's about them coming back renewed. The person returning to you has shed layers of fear and resistance. They have confronted their shadows, those parts of themselves that once sabotaged the beauty you were creating together. The celestial beings want you to know that their heart has been undergoing a purification. Old attachments, limiting beliefs, and emotional barriers have been dissolving, making room for a love more authentic than what they were capable of before. Can you feel it? Can you feel the shift in the energy between you? Even from a distance, their heart has been reaching out to yours, sending signals across the etheric plane, preparing you for their return. Some nights you may have awakened suddenly, feeling their presence right next to you. Or perhaps you have experienced unexpected waves of emotion, tears or laughter that seemed to come from nowhere. These are the moments when your souls were communicating beyond the limitations of physical proximity. The angels have been facilitating this communion, creating a bridge between your hearts. Even when earthly circumstances kept you apart, they have been whispering reassurances to your spirit, confirming that what seems lost is merely being transformed. And now, as they make their way back to you, the heavenly hosts are celebrating because they recognize what this return signifies. It is not just the reunion of two people. It is the fulfillment of a divine plan set in motion long before you met in this lifetime. Their heart's journey back to you hasn't been simple or straightforward. They have had to confront truths about themselves they were avoiding. They have had to reconcile their fears with their desires. They have had to choose love over the false safety of separation. And that choice, the decision to return despite having convinced themselves they should leave forever, is what makes this moment so powerful. It represents a victory of authentic feeling over fear, of soul wisdom over ego protection. The angels want you to understand something crucial. When someone chooses to return after believing they should leave forever, they do so with a clarity and commitment that wasn't possible before. The love being offered now is more conscious. It is more intentional. It is more aligned with their highest truth. This isn't the impulsive passion of a new romance or the comfortable habit of long-term companionship. This is love that has been tested by fire, questioned, and ultimately affirmed through the process of almost being lost. The celestial realm celebrates this kind of love because it represents spiritual growth in its purest form. It demonstrates the soul's ability to recognize and honor truth, even when the mind tries to create a different story. And as we prepare to explore the next revelation about your divine reunion, remember this: they thought about leaving forever, but their heart, guided by angels and connected to your soul, brought them back to the love that never truly ended. What they are seeing and feeling now is beyond anything they expected. The veil has been lifted from their eyes. Where once there was confusion, now there is clarity. Where doubt once clouded their vision, now there is certainty. The angels have revealed to me exactly what is happening within their heart and mind. As they make this journey back to you, they are experiencing what spiritual guides call the awakening. That moment when all the illusions fall away and the truth stands revealed in its pure, undeniable form. And the truth they have awakened to is this: the connection between you is not ordinary. It was never meant to be temporary. It was always designed by the divine to withstand the tests of time and challenge. Right now, they are seeing you in a completely new light. They aren't just remembering the good times you shared. They are understanding the deeper purpose of your union. They are recognizing how you have helped them grow, how your presence in their life has shaped them into who they are meant to become. The emotions washing through them are overwhelming in their intensity. There is regret for the time wasted in resistance. There is gratitude for the patience you have shown. There is hope for the future that suddenly seems possible again. And beneath it all, there is a love that feels both familiar and entirely new. Deeper, more authentic, more grounded in spiritual truth. They are experiencing moments of profound realization throughout their days. Perhaps while driving, or in the quiet moments before sleep, or right in the middle of their daily routines, they are being struck by memories of you that carry new meaning now. Words you once said that suddenly reveal their wisdom. Moments they took for granted that now feel precious beyond measure. These aren't just nostalgic memories. These are divinely orchestrated reminders placed in their consciousness by angels to guide them back to you. The celestial beings have shown me that they are also experiencing physical sensations that correspond to this spiritual awakening. A fluttering in their chest when they think of reconnecting with you. A warmth that spreads through their body when they remember your touch. A release of tension they didn't even realize they were carrying. As if their very cells are sighing with relief at the prospect of returning to where they belong. What is most remarkable about their current state is the absolute certainty they feel. The questions that once tormented them, should I stay or go? Is this connection right for me? Can this love survive our differences? Have fallen silent. In their place is a knowing that transcends logic, a soul certainty that cannot be shaken by doubt. They now understand that leaving was never the answer, that running from you meant running from themselves, that the challenges you faced together weren't signs of incompatibility, but opportunities for growth. Opportunities they now embrace rather than fear. The angels want you to know that their eyes are now open to see you fully, not just your outer beauty, but the radiance of your spirit. They recognize the light in you that matches their own. They perceive the divine essence that makes you uniquely you. And in that recognition, they have fallen in love with you all over again. Not with an idealized image, but with the authentic soul that you are. But before they could return to you, heavenly forces had to clear enormous obstacles from their path. The journey back to you hasn't been without challenges. The angels have revealed to me the formidable obstacles that stood between you and this divine reunion. Obstacles that required celestial intervention to overcome. First, there were the walls they had built around their heart. Layers of protection constructed from past hurts, not just from your relationship, but from wounds that preceded you. These walls were thick, reinforced by fear and self-preservation. The angels worked tirelessly to dismantle these barriers, gently removing each brick until their hearts stood open and vulnerable once more. Then there were the voices of doubt, some internal, some external. Perhaps friends or family who didn't understand the depth of your connection offered advice that pulled them away from you. Or their own inner critic questioned whether returning was wise. The celestial beings had to silence these voices, amplifying instead the whisper of their soul that never stopped calling your name. There were also practical obstacles. Perhaps distance, work, money, or timing seemed to make reunion impossible. The angels have been rearranging energies in the physical world, creating pathways where there seemed to be none, opening doors that appeared permanently closed. Most significantly, there was the obstacle of pride. Having decided to leave, having perhaps even declared this decision to you or to others, they faced the challenge of admitting they had been wrong. The ego resists such admissions fiercely. The divine helpers had to gently dissolve this resistance, showing them that true strength lies not in maintaining a mistaken position, but in having the courage to follow their heart back to truth. And through it all, there was the greatest obstacle of all, fear. Fear of being hurt again. Fear of hurting you. Fear of the intensity of what they feel when they allow themselves to love you fully. The angels worked to transmute this fear into faith. Faith in the divine plan that has always included this reunion. Faith in their own capacity to love authentically. Faith in your shared ability to create something beautiful and enduring. If you have been praying for their return, for the removal of these obstacles, know that your prayers have been heard. What is miraculous is not just that these obstacles have been overcome, but how they have been transformed into stepping stones. Each challenge they faced in returning to you has become a lesson, a strength, a gift they now bring to your renewed connection. The walls around their heart, now dismantled, have left them with a new vulnerability and authenticity. The doubts they confronted have been replaced with unshakable certainty. The practical obstacles that separated you have given them a new appreciation for your presence in their life. The pride they had to surrender has humbled them in the most beautiful way. And the fear they have moved through has been transformed into a courage they never knew they possessed. The angels want you to know that nothing happens by accident in this realm of divine orchestration. Even the pain of their near departure served a higher purpose. It cleared the way for a love more mature, more conscious, more aligned with both of your highest destinies. And now, with these obstacles removed, they stand ready to return to you, not as the person who left, but as someone transformed by the very journey of leaving and returning. Someone who now understands the preciousness of what they almost lost. Someone who will never again take for granted the miracle of your love. The celestial beings celebrate this transformation, for they recognize what few humans understand: that sometimes the greatest growth occurs in the space of separation. That sometimes we must nearly lose something to truly appreciate its value. That sometimes leaving and returning is part of the divine dance of deepening love. Now let me share the unmistakable sign from heaven confirming this reunion is divinely orchestrated. The angels have shown me a vision so clear, so powerful, that I must share it with you now. This is the celestial confirmation that the return of your beloved is not just a human choice but a divine orchestration. A reunion blessed and facilitated by the highest spiritual forces. In this vision, I saw two golden threads of light representing your souls. They had been temporarily stretched thin by distance, but never broken. These threads began to pulse with an increasingly bright luminescence, drawing closer together until they were once again intertwined, creating a radiance that illuminated the spiritual realm. Around these rejoined threads, angels gathered in a circle of protection and blessing. They were not just witnessing this reunion, but actively participating in it, infusing your connection with divine grace, clearing away any remaining energetic debris, and sealing your bond with celestial light. This is not a metaphor. This is a genuine spiritual event that has taken place in the realm beyond physical sight. The heavens have not only approved of this reunion, but have actively facilitated it, recognizing its importance in the greater tapestry of divine plan. The angels revealed to me specific signs that you will witness in the physical world as confirmation of this spiritual blessing. Watch for unexpected synchronicities, perhaps repeated number sequences that catch your attention, like seeing 1111 or 222 constantly, or meaningful songs that play at precisely the right moment in a store or on the radio, or dreams that feel more real than waking life. You might also notice a sudden sense of peace washing over you when you think of them, replacing any anxiety or doubt you previously felt. This is the direct result of the angelic blessing placed upon your reconnection. Most significantly, when you finally come together again, there will be a moment, a specific, unmistakable moment, when you look into their eyes and see a recognition so profound, it takes your breath away. In that instant, you will both know that what is happening between you transcends ordinary reunion. It is a soul recognition, a divine remembrance, a coming home that was always meant to be. The heavenly messengers want you to understand that this blessing comes with a sacred responsibility. The love being restored to you is not just for your personal happiness. Although your joy is indeed part of the divine plan, this reunited love is meant to serve a higher purpose. It is meant to bring more light into a world that desperately needs it, to demonstrate the power of authentic connection in an age of superficial attachments. You are being entrusted with something precious, a love that has been tested, a bond that has been strengthened through challenge. a connection that carries the explicit blessing of the angelic realm. This is a rare and sacred gift. The angels have also revealed why this specific reunion is receiving such focused attention from the celestial realm. Your connection contains a unique energetic signature that contributes to the collective evolution of human consciousness. The love you share isn't just personal. It is part of a larger pattern of awakening, a thread in the tapestry of spiritual unfoldment currently taking place on Earth. That is why they couldn't truly leave forever. That is why their heart inevitably led them back to you. That is why the angels intervened to clear the obstacles from their path. Your reunion serves not only your individual souls, but the greater good of all. In the vision I was shown, I also saw the potential future that awaits you both. Not as a fixed destiny, but as a luminous possibility that becomes more probable with each step you take toward each other. This potential future holds joy, yes, but also purpose, growth, and meaningful contribution. Together, you will create something neither of you could manifest alone. The celestial confirmation of your reunion isn't just about the past being healed or the present being restored. It is about the future being unveiled. A future more beautiful and significant than either of you have dared to imagine. And as this heavenly vision fades from my sight, one message remains, pulsing with divine clarity. What was nearly lost has not only been found but transformed. What almost ended has been given a new beginning. What human doubt questioned, heaven has now confirmed. They thought about leaving forever, but their heart, guided by angels and connected to the wisdom of their soul, has brought them back to you. And this return, blessed by the celestial realm, marks not just a continuation of your story, but the beginning of its most beautiful chapter. Now let's move on to what matters most. The moment has arrived. Their final decision has been made with absolute certainty. There comes a point in every spiritual journey when hesitation ends and certainty begins. For your beloved, that moment has arrived. The angels have revealed to me the profound inner transformation that has led to their final, unshakable decision to return to you. This isn't a choice made lightly or impulsively. It isn't driven by loneliness or convenience. It isn't a reluctant compromise or a desperate attempt to reclaim the past. This is a soul-level commitment born from the deepest recognition of what truly matters. They now stand in complete alignment. Heart, mind, and soul united in the knowledge that you are their destination. The path back to you is the only one that feels like truth. In quiet moments of profound clarity, they have confronted every doubt, examined every fear, and considered every alternative. And through this rigorous soul-searching, one truth has remained unshaken. The love between you is irreplaceable. They have realized that life without you feels incomplete. Not because they can't survive on their own, but because the richness, growth, and joy they experience in connection with you cannot be found anywhere else. It is not dependency that draws them back, but recognition of a rare and precious gift they nearly lost through blindness. The angels have shown me the exact moment this decision crystallized within them. Perhaps it was while watching a sunset that reminded them of your shared dreams. Or maybe during an ordinary Tuesday when the absence of your laughter left a silence too heavy to bear. Or possibly in a dream where you appeared with such vivid clarity that they woke with the certainty of your importance etched into their soul. Whenever and however it happened, know this: the decision is made. The questioning is over. The wavering has ceased. They are coming back to you with a commitment more powerful than any they have made before, because it is made with the full awareness of what was nearly lost. This commitment brings with it a new humility. They understand now that love isn't something to be taken for granted or casually discarded when challenges arise. They recognize the sacred nature of the connection you share and approach it now with appropriate reverence. Can you feel the shift in energy? The resolution that has replaced uncertainty? The clarity that has dispelled confusion? The angels want you to know that when they return, you will see this certainty in their eyes. You will hear it in the steadiness of their voice. You will feel it in the quality of their presence. This isn't the person who left, who doubted, who feared. This is someone transformed by the journey away from you and the profound recognition that led them back. They return with new promises, not glib words easily spoken and forgotten, but vows rooted in hard-won wisdom. They promise to cherish what they once undervalued, to protect what they once risked losing, to nurture what they once took for granted. Most significantly, they return with a new vision of the future, one you create together intentionally and consciously. They see now that the challenges you faced weren't obstacles to happiness, but opportunities for deeper connection. They understand that differences between you aren't threats, but gifts that offer growth and balance. The celestial beings who have been guiding this reunion have infused their decision with divine blessing. The choice to return to you isn't just personally meaningful. It is spiritually significant. It represents alignment with divine order, a correction of what was temporarily off course, a return to the path of highest good for both your souls. And in making this decision final, they have experienced what the angels call the great unburdening, a release of the weight they have been carrying since they first contemplated leaving forever. With each step back toward you, they feel lighter, clearer, more authentically themselves. Because returning to you is, in the most profound sense, returning home. Here is exactly what you need to do now to prepare for this divine reunion. The angels who have orchestrated this reunion now turn their attention to you, offering divine guidance for the crucial period ahead. How you prepare yourself for their return will significantly impact the quality of your reunion and the healing that follows. First, the celestial guides emphasize the importance of inner preparation. Before they physically return to your life, you must create space for them energetically. This means releasing any residual anger, resentment, or hurt from their decision to leave. These emotions, if left unaddressed, will create static in your reconnection, preventing the clear transmission of love that wants to flow between you. To release these emotions, the angels suggest a simple but powerful practice. Each evening before sleep, place your hand over your heart and speak aloud your intention to forgive and release. You might say, I release all hurt from the past. I open myself to love renewed. I welcome healing and new beginnings. Feel these words resonating in your chest as you speak them, imagining a golden light dissolving any pain you have been carrying. Next, the divine messengers emphasize the power of expectant faith. This isn't about passive waiting, but active spiritual preparation, holding the vision of reunion with such clarity that you begin to feel its reality before physical manifestation. The angels explain that what you focus on with emotional intensity accelerates toward you. Focus on the joy of reconnection rather than the pain of separation. The heavenly guides also counsel patience during this preparation time. Divine timing rarely matches human timing, and forcing reunion before all spiritual alignments are complete can disrupt the perfection of what is unfolding. Trust that the celestial orchestration is precise and purposeful. Every day of waiting serves the greater perfection of your eventual coming together. Perhaps most importantly, the angels emphasize self-nurturing during this preparation period. Fill your cup with practices that strengthen your spirit and open your heart. Surround yourself with beauty. Engage with art, music, or nature that elevates your vibration. Care for your physical body as the sacred vessel for this spiritual reunion. The more radiant you become, the more magnetic the attraction that pulls them back to you. The celestial beings also offer practical guidance for the moment of reunion itself. When you first come together again, create a sacred space free from distractions. Be fully present. Listen not just with your ears but with your heart and soul. Speak with authenticity rather than rehearsed words. Allow silence when it serves deeper connection. Remember that true communication happens in many dimensions, not all of them verbal. Watch for the signs that confirm the divine nature of this reunion. Perhaps a particular bird will appear at a meaningful moment, or a specific song will play unexpectedly, or you will both speak the same words simultaneously. These synchronicities aren't coincidences, but celestial signatures, heaven's way of acknowledging the sacred work you are doing together. The angels emphasize that this reunion isn't about returning to what was before. It is about creating something new, something better, something that honors the growth you have both experienced during separation. Don't cling to old patterns or expectations. Be open to the new form your love will take, a form shaped by wisdom, strengthened by challenge, and blessed by divine grace. As you prepare for their return, remember to maintain appropriate boundaries. Their decision to come back doesn't erase what happened, and true healing requires honesty rather than premature closure. The celestial guides suggest balancing open-heartedness with discernment, welcoming them back while also honoring your own needs and truth. Finally, the angels remind you that this reunion serves purposes beyond your personal happiness. The love being restored between you carries healing frequencies that affect everyone around you. As you come together again, set the intention for your reunited love to be a blessing to others, a light in a world that desperately needs examples of authentic connection and spiritual resilience. The path is prepared. The obstacles are cleared. The divine blessing is bestowed. Now, with conscious intention and an open heart, prepare to receive the love that once seemed lost, but was merely being transformed for greater expression. This is not the end, but the glorious beginning of what angels always knew would be reborn. As we reach this pivotal moment in your journey, the celestial realm reveals the most profound truth about what is unfolding. This reunion isn't merely a return to what was before. It is the birth of something entirely new, a connection transformed by the very forces that threaten to end it. The angels have shown me visions of what awaits you both, and I am moved to tears by the beauty of what is being created from what almost shattered. The love returning to you now contains elements of what you shared before, yes, but enhanced, deepened, and expanded by the wisdom gained through near loss. This is the paradox that few understand. Sometimes love must face extinction to be reborn in its most authentic form. Sometimes hearts must separate to recognize their true belonging. Sometimes we must walk to the very edge of forever goodbye to discover the truth of forever connection. Your beloved now returns with eyes truly open, having glimpsed a life without you and found it wanting. They return not out of neediness or habit or fear of being alone, but from the deepest recognition that life reaches its fullest expression when shared with you. The angels celebrate this rebirth with cosmic joy, for they recognize what humans often miss. That love which survives testing emerges stronger, clearer, and more aligned with divine purpose. What you are experiencing isn't just a personal reconciliation, but a spiritual victory. a testament to the resilience of souls meant to journey together. In the celestial vision I was shown, I saw your reunited energies creating something like a beacon, a pillar of light extending from earth to the heavens, radiating healing frequencies that touch countless other lives. This is the higher purpose of your coming back together. Not just personal happiness, but collective contribution. As your beloved returns, approaching the moment of physical reunion, the angels surround both of you with protective light, creating a sacred space for this rebirth to unfold in its perfect expression. They whisper guidance to both your souls, orchestrating a coming together that honors all you have been through and all you are meant to become. The heavenly messengers want you to know that nothing has been wasted. Not the pain, not the separation, not the tears, not the waiting. All of it has served the emergence of this more authentic connection, this love that now stands on the foundation of truth rather than illusion or idealization. They thought about leaving forever. They convinced themselves it was the right decision. They even took steps away from you, believing the connection was ending. But divine forces knew better. The angels saw what human eyes couldn't perceive, the unbreakable soul bond that would inevitably draw them back, not to what was, but to what is meant to be. And now, as this chapter of return unfolds, heaven asks only this of you: receive with grace, forgive with completeness, love with awareness, create with intention. Remember that you are not just healing a personal relationship, but participating in a divine restoration, a demonstration of love's ultimate victory over fear, truth's triumph over illusion, connection's power over separation. This love story, with its challenges and reconciliation, isn't just yours. It is a testament to what is possible when we align with soul truth rather than ego protection. It is evidence of angels' tireless work on behalf of human hearts. It is proof that what is divinely ordained cannot be permanently derailed by human doubt or fear. Your beloved returns to you now, their heart having led them back from the brink of forever departure. And in this return, witnessed and blessed by celestial beings, lies not just personal joy, but universal significance. A small but essential restoration of divine order in a world too often characterized by disconnection. The angels who have guided this journey now step back slightly, allowing your human hearts to complete what their divine intervention began. They remain present, watching over your reunion with joyful anticipation, ready to support the new creation emerging from what was nearly lost. As our time together draws to a close, I leave you with this celestial assurance. The one who thought about leaving forever, whose heart has brought them back to you, returns not as they left, but transformed by the journey away and back. They return with new capacity for authentic love, deeper appreciation for what you share, and clearer vision of what you are building together. The angels have confirmed it. The divine plan has revealed it. The cosmos has orchestrated it. What seemed like an ending was merely preparation for a new beginning. One richer, truer, and more aligned with both your highest destinies. They are coming back to you, and this time it is forever. Not from obligation or habit or fear, but from the clearest recognition of where their heart truly belongs. Amen.